playing Farming Simulator 19 on Glen Isla, the challenge map between myself and Thomas McConsole here. And oh boy, do we have some news to share today, everyone. Oh boy, a certain contestant in the competition may have been caught blatantly cheating. We'll get to the breaking news here later. Anyway, this episode, what do we all got going on here? Since last episode, I got the horses more or less fed. They've got hay, they've got straw, they've got water. We do need to get them oats yet. I have oats planted, so unfortunately, like I was mentioning in their last episode, I had planted oats the last time around, but completely forgot to save any. I was going to save some, and yeah, oh well. Anyway, we got oats planted here again. So yeah, horses, you'll have to wait till tomorrow. We'll get you oats. Don't worry, I am working on it, but yeah, oh well. Anyway, also put down a Silo King. I don't think I did that on screen last episode. I put a Silo King down here, so I am ready to store oats once we get some. Plus, we'll be storing all kinds of other stuff here as well. Once we get pigs and chickens and cows and all that good stuff as well. So anyway, also since last episode, I was going to do a high-speed video on this. But yeah, this logging here, everyone, turned into kind of a disaster. If you remember this huge pile of logs I had here, yeah, that wasn't good. That wasn't good at all. That was way, way too many logs for the game. The game did not like it at all, and I kind of was afraid of that. I had noticed some weird glitching going on with the logs, and it's like, oh boy, that's not good. That's not good at all. So, yeah, I didn't even try to record it, everyone. The lag was, let's just put it this way, it was real. Wow, it was bad. In fact, it's still not the greatest yet, but I'm going to see if I can get a high-speed video of picking up this last bunch of logs here. Looks like, I don't know, was it this messy before? Oh, maybe it was. Looks like this top bit slid over or something. It could be. Been pushing into the pile a little bit, working our way through it. Speaking of logging, like I said, that has something to do with our breaking news, which we'll get to here in a bit. Still have trees left to cut down yet. Haven't cut any more down. I am going to clean this mess up first here before we cut any more trees down. Yeah, that, like I said, that was way too many trees to cut down at once. I've got the combine working over here at the moment. He's going slow. Let's, I don't know why you are going so slow. You do not need to go that slow. That was weird. Courseplay. Oh, and I've added and changed and updated a bunch of mods here since last episode as well. Courseplay being one of them. We now have a new version of Courseplay, so I'm running, as soon as that disappears here, 0.00153. Of course, this is still a developer version, so 0.00153. I think I had 0.0007 something before, so updated quite a few versions here. We'll see if that fixes any of the weird glitches and bugginess that's going on with it. Namely, like the control delete. A lot of you folks said it did fix it, so I guess we'll find out here. Let's see, canola. We are selling this canola at sell area 2. Okay. And I don't need to really save any canola at this point. Actually, you know what? Probably won't hurt if I saved a trailer load. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll save a trailer load because at some point we're going to get into pigs. Oh, I don't have pigs at the moment, do I? Yeah, I don't really have a way of looking at what the pigs take. Oh, yeah, it's a nice car. Let's see what's here. Pigs, pigs, pigs. Animal pens. Probably not going to tell me here what they take, does it? They do. They're not. Oh, yeah, there it is. Okay, I thought they took canola. Yes, so they do take canola. I will have to get them, obviously canola once we get pigs, which hopefully won't be too long here. I want to finish up the forestry there, and then we'll kind of just get into all the animals. Let's see. Oh, wait, I got to go. Is this one? No, one more road. So yeah, before I forget here, we'll just we'll save this load. Still have, what do we got? 1, 2. One more field after this, yeah. Field 9 that needs to be harvested. So we'll still get some more canola off of that yet. But anyway, on to the break. Whoa, let's look out here. Not make that wide of a turn, because clearly Mr. Cement Truck there is, yeah, he's going to be blocking the road a little bit. Anyway, as I was about to say, they're on to the breaking news. Yes, like I said, a certain contestant has been found to be blatantly cheating in his logging. Yes, I know. You folks reported him to me last episode here, and a bit skeptical. It's like, McConsole won't be cheating. We go over to check out his videos, and sure enough, everyone, he is quite blatantly cheating. Oh my goodness, very badly in fact. Yeah, it's not even trying to hide it this time. Guess that's what happens when McConsole gets away with stuff here from the previous challenges. He thinks he can get away with it this challenge as well, but I'll have you folks know we will be assured to make sure he doesn't get away with it this time. So yes, for those of you who didn't watch this video, which by the way, oh, I've been told I need to put a legal disclaimer anytime I mention McConsole's videos. So a legal disclaimer here, I'm not liable for any blindness, deafness, mental disorders that might arise and or occur as a result of going over to McConsole's channel. So now that we got the illegal mumbo jumbo out of the way here, you can check out McConsole's channel. Link is down in the description below. As I was saying, I'm not liable for any blindness or deafness or mental disorders that might arise as a result of visiting said channel. So visit at your own risk. I would highly suggest you bring along medications and the such for visiting that channel. But yes, if you watched his last episode, McConsole has been caught essentially auto-loading his logs onto his trailer. Something that is strictly prohibited here in the challenge. And I'll demonstrate here in a moment as to what McConsole was doing. Now, McConsole here, of course, claims it's perfectly permissible. It's done in real life, and of course, he's fully utilizing the mod to its fullest capabilities. Which, well, granted, he is fully using the mod to its fullest capabilities. I will give him that. However, auto-load is still strictly prohibited for logging. Logging for this challenge, 300 logs manually logged was the challenge there. And by manual, we don't mean, you know, like chainsaw the trees down. Just manual in the sense of no auto-load, assisted loading of any type for the loading of the trees. So yes, anyway, if you weren't, or if you didn't check out McConsole's latest episode there, McConsole's, of course, using the same log forks I am. He's using it on a tractor. Actually, I think he did a loader and a tractor. I don't believe he's using the telehandler version. But what McConsole is doing here, and I can demonstrate this quite nicely with my stack of logs here. Drive into the pile. We push a button, and we pick up, well, actually, this telehandler is not going to pick this massive pile of logs up, but we pick up a massive, massive pile of logs. So, yes, for those of you who don't know, these log forks here, we're going to have to, well, that's going to get messy. That's actually, okay, let me just put these back down here. And now that they stop or start behaving themselves, let me put them back in the pile. Whoa, okay. Behave yourselves. McConsole's, of course, picking up a whole tree's worth at a time. Whereas, obviously, I'm picking up, this is probably like 2 trees worth. And in the case of this telehandler, obviously a little bit heavy for it. But, yes, that is essentially what McConsole's doing. I, of course, I could solve this problem by getting a larger telehandler and or getting one that'll support a weight on the back. And I could essentially do the same thing as well. But as you folks can see, we clearly stated in the rules, no auto-loading of any sorts to be used. And by my definition, everyone, that is quite clearly auto-loading, as we're not even attempting to use the forks here. Now, I can see one thing, you know, if we pick this up and then we want to put the straps on. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but, yeah, that might be one thing, everyone, to do it this way. I would still argue that's maybe a little bit cheaty using straps. But that might be one thing. McConsole is quite blatantly cheating. Let's see. See if I open this up, the strap's going to hold it, and then unload it. And then, of course, once you release the straps, it releases the logs. McConsole, of course, is over there claiming he can load his trailers neater and all that good stuff as well. So his trailers are much neater looking than mine. Well, I would argue when you're cheating like that, what do you expect? So yes, McConsole has been, like I said, caught cheating. We'll definitely be having a discussion with the judges there as to how to deal with the situation. One judge has weighed in already and declared McConsole's use of the forks to be cheating, which I would clearly agree with it. It is most definitely cheating. McConsole, of course, claims, well, you know, we can do that in real life, which, yes, I suppose you potentially could take your log forks and wrap straps around them and strap your logs into your forks, but Yeah, I mean, really? Oh, wow, this... Yeah, see, because the way my logs are stacked here, because I've got a big pile, it doesn't really work for me to pick them up this many. If I spread them out a little bit, I could. Or, like I said, get a bigger telehandler or maybe a front-end loader as well. As you can see, though, I mean, to use the straps like this, yes, it does work quite well. I'm not going to disagree with that at all. What we're going to disagree with here, unfortunately, is the fact that it is quite clearly, again, cheating for the challenge, and it is a form of most definite auto load, because, again, really? You're going to use straps like this in real life? I don't think so. No. Nope, nope, and nope. McConsole, of course, on the other hand, is claiming I am cheating. Yes, I get this right, everyone. Yeah, so we find... and by the way, thank you to my viewers for turning McConsole in. Several of you pointed out that I needed to check McConsole out and observe what kind of cheating he was doing with loading his logs. Clearly, I must have missed that in the last episode, or maybe it was the episode before he was loading them. I forget, but yeah, clearly I must have missed that. Definitely, we didn't miss it last episode, though, so thanks to you folks for pointing that out. But McConsole, of course, now claims that I am cheating by using straps on my log trailer. Oh, my goodness. See what I mean, folks? See what I mean? You better make sure you have your medication handy when you go over to his channel. Medication. Right. Anyway, I don't plan on doing much for loading logs here this video. I just wanted to demonstrate what kind of mischief McConsole is up to. I guess I wasn't kidding there. So last episode, I think I mentioned it last episode, you need to go check over at McConsole's channel and see what kind of mischief he was up to. I guess I was not kidding. Yes. Take your eye off McConsole for a minute, and right. You know, he is cheating. Tisk. And we would have thought better of McConsole. Well, okay, maybe not, but... anyway, to address McConsole's question, as he is fully utilizing the capabilities of the mod, well, I do have an answer to this as well, everyone. McConsole, you're not going to like my answer to this. It involves pushing a button that's called this button. Yes, that, I believe, would be considered fully utilizing... for those of you who didn't see it there, I know it happened maybe kind of quick. We'll just... Oh, see, everyone? Fully utilizing the capabilities of the mod. That, of course, there is true auto-loading. Auto-loading the trailer. So that is auto-load on the trailer. However, McConsole's essentially using auto-loading on the log forks. You asked me what the difference is. In my opinion, there isn't any. Auto-load on this, auto-load on that. Still auto-load. Period. Okay, let's see what's here. How are we looking on the harvesting? I didn't tell Courseplay to drive the course when I brought it back, did I? My bad. Just one of these little cheatish Courseplay courses again. I call them cheatish. They're not really cheatish. They're just a stop-start course, and I've always called them that for some reason. So not cheating like McConsole is doing, by the way. Right. But yeah, for those of you who have not seen it, there are auto-loading pallet forks, or not pallet forks, log forks as well. Actually, well, there's auto-loading pallet forks too, but for those of you who haven't seen it, I would ask the question as to what is the difference between a auto-loading log fork and a log fork, the stole log forks there, and just turning on the straps. What's the difference? Auto-loading, you push the button, it loads the logs into the forks. With the straps, you drive into the log pile, push the button, it holds the logs in place until you load them. So again, everyone, I repeat, what is the difference? There seems to be some contention here as to the fact that these really aren't auto-loading forks, which again, they don't necessarily have the auto-loading script on them, as to maybe say my log trailer does, but they are essentially the same type of idea. So I would argue again, auto-loading, same thing. So anyway, let's see. We got quite a few comments on this here. For those of you who haven't been following the conversation, well, we got the conversation. I believe it has become known as Strapgate. Brother, Strapgate. Only McConsole would come up with this. But yes, we've had the ongoing discussion there in the Busters community group there on Facebook, as well as on McConsole's channel. Most of the discussion, of course, discussion is mostly on McConsole's channel, because, well, that's obviously where he was caught cheating, so that is where the discussion has been held. But I thought I'd read a particular comment here. This is from Nolan. He was replying to... Let's see. Oh, he was replying to a couple of us here. But Nolan did the initial investigation here, and he has determined that it is not auto-load, which is correct. It's not necessarily auto-load in the sense of using the script, the auto-load script. However, again, like I said, it is essentially the same. I see no difference between the auto-load script and simply using straps on your log forks that essentially do the same thing as auto-load. There is, again, what's the difference? So anyway, Nolan has done the initial investigation. His report has concluded that it is not auto-load and that straps are permissible to be used. Now, Nolan, again, is not a judge. So, like I said, a judge has clearly ruled that McConsole is not allowed to do what he's doing. We'll have to see what the remainder of the judges say. Only one judge has ruled so far, which I would argue is probably kind of sort of our head judge. The judge that was the first one to volunteer. So I guess he gets the title of head judge. We got, for those who don't know, we got two judges that volunteered and two volunteered judges. Though I haven't heard from the second volunteered judge lately. And I know one of our volunteered judges is on vacation. So, yeah, we got one I haven't heard from lately. So we should have still two judges around yet that can... wait a minute, why am I going this way? Right, no, this isn't forestry. So used to doing forestry and heading this way. Yeah, it's, we need to go, where's that again? Field 9. Top of the map here. But yeah, like I said, we certainly have two judges here that can make a ruling. One, of course, has ruled, in my opinion, quite sensibly. We'll have to see what the other one says yet. But anyway, continuing on with Nolan's comment there. Nolan was saying at RDAllen, auto-loading by definition is the ability to self-load. So I repeat my original question. So turning on the straps there, I think that pretty much closes the case, everyone. Nolan, I think he pretty much put the writing on the wall. There is the ability to, and I guess you could argue maybe it doesn't quite self-load. You do have to drive to the logs, obviously, but you have to do the same with the auto-loading as well, usually. You can't just be halfway across the map and it picks the logs up. You do have to be next to them. So, yes, Nolan says, by definition is the ability to do self-load. Those straps have to be activated, as does auto-loading. And they only serve to hold the logs in place, as does auto-loading. Again, this is not a debate about Giant's physics, and the fact that just activating the straps holds the logs in place. You place the forks, you activate the straps, okay, fine. You still have to load the logs into the trailer. Right, you would with auto-loading forks as well. So, again, this is sounding like a pretty open and shut case based on what Nolan was saying here. So, based on Nolan's own words, which he says is okay to use, I think he has contradicted himself quite nicely. Reading that, yes, he seems to be describing auto-loading pallet forks very nicely, if you ask me, very nicely. Okay, let's see. So, no, I don't actually want you. Or no, I do. Yes, I do. I was thinking that was the fertilizer spreader there for a minute. We're going to move you on to the next field here. Again, planting oats. I'm just going to plant oats across all the fields. I suppose I could just, plant one field. That would technically be enough, but it's easy if we just make all the fields the same. I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to worry about emptying the combine between fields. Speaking of combine, still want to upgrade that combine yet? That combine, or add another one maybe. That kind of debating. It's like, should we add another combine or just replace it one? Replace that one altogether. Okay, hire you. Oh, solar needs some repair, does it not? Yes, let's go to the garage here and do some repair on this here. A minute, Horse Pronto, repair that, please. Yes, and while I'm here, does the combine need any? Does it does. And the header. Perfect. Okay. And then we also have weeds on 19, 18, and 20. And I think they also need to be... Oh, that 20 needs to be limed as well. Okay, note to self, it needs to be limed. And we need to have some weeds sprayed on it. Go ahead and borrow our John Deere 4440. Since last episode, by the way, picked up a Krone Swadro for raking our hay up here. I think we bought the tedder on screen last episode, I believe, didn't we? So I did purchase the Krone Swadro there. I did go ahead and bale the hay on here. Still have some bales to pick up on there yet. I brought a full load of bales over to the horses already. And then I also brought the straw bales. Well, I guess we did that during the last episode. We brought the straw bales over there by the horses already as well. So horses are looking pretty good. There's our fertilizer spreader. You know what? I guess I could throw you on the fertilizer spreader. I was going to throw you on the sprayer, but it doesn't really matter. We'll start working on getting this field fertilized here. Then I'll grab the John Deere 7920 there. We'll hook them up on the sprayer. Sprayer, I believe, is over on the other field there. Speaking of other field, we still have the unloading tractor there. Where's the combine at here? Combine, I don't know if he'll fill up on that field. Yeah, he's probably going to fill up, so we'll have to get a tractor over there to unload him. Oh, is it going to let me fertilize this? Or not? Probably not, actually. Maybe I should have sprayed the weeds first. Thought it would be good to fertilize this field because it was all growing, but I guess there's a section there that hasn't quite grown yet, is there? Yeah, well. Got all our hay equipment just parked along the edge of this field here for the moment. Oh, that's right. I need to fertilize this field too, don't I? Right. Gotta remember that. That field, of course, we plowed under so we could replant it in grass and then get some fertilizer on that grass. That should give us a much better yield, to my knowledge there. Rather than just, say if we mowed this grass here, this grass would be unfertilized. Not technically a field, although you can make it into one. Okay, yep, there's a sprayer. What I'm thinking I'm probably going to do is I'm going to work on making our logging area kind of into our central farm operation there. Again, that land I don't find to be particularly useful. Although a couple of you folks were saying I should make a grass field out of some of it. We'll see once when we're kind of done with the animals. We'll see what kind of space we have. We have space to make a nice grass field there or not. I'd rather... Yeah, I'm going to guess we probably are not going to, but you never know. So yeah, we're just kind of set up operations, if you will, on that. Again, in my opinion, rather useless land over there as far as farmland goes, anyway. Which is kind of what farmers do in real life as well. Pick the more useless land for putting in the farm and stuff. What's here? Oh, we're stuck on that. Really? Oh, that's interesting. Why does the diff locks not work? Does this tractor not support them or something? Okay. Can't turn four-wheel drive off either. That is interesting. Very interesting. That's the problem here, because these tires are up off the ground. The tires on this side are spinning. Yeah. Weird. I don't know why I can't turn the diff locks on. Oh well. We are moving very slowly here. Once we get off this, we should be good. Do is fold it up here as well. Get off it a little quicker. There we go. And there is a reason, by the way, why I do overlap way over like this. It's so when we spray, the hired worker will come back and not miss that little bit there. That is the reason I'm so far over like this. Essentially wasting the spray, yes. But that keeps the hired worker a little more in line with the field so he doesn't miss as much. Speaking of spray, yes, as you folks pointed out, the 1.3 patch apparently changed the spray pattern on all the sprayers. You know, I don't know. It doesn't seem right. It doesn't look right if you ask me. Yeah, I don't know. Doesn't look right. Well, I'll just leave it at that. Not sure what else to say about that, really. Looks like you're about done. Yes, you are. Last pass there. Maybe I'll throw you on the lime spreader next then, because field 20 there will need to be lined. Making use of our John Deere 4440 here already, which has, wow, very dirty tires from the looks of it. He has completed their task. Oh, your helper. Okay. Just making sure, you know. Never know with these hired workers nowadays which one's going to quit on you just randomly. Yeah, so speaking of quitting, before I started this episode here, the combine there, he was harvesting, you know, on the field across the road here. He just, in the middle of the field, just quits. He just stops right there. Just stops. Like, what? Why did you just stop there? There's nothing here, and you just stopped? Yeah, my goodness, I don't know why he stopped. It was just, like I said, complete in the middle of the field there. He just stopped. He wasn't full. He didn't run into anything. He shouldn't have anyway. Just decided to quit. Yeah, definitely going to have to get the tractor for unloading that combine over there. I guess we might as well drive him right over there here a minute. Whoa. Okay, let's be careful of that. The one problem with the duals on this tractor here, it does tend to get in the way sometimes. One advantage of the 4440 there, which obviously its duals apparently do not have a collision on them. And also, I have noticed with some of these hedges and gates as well, I don't know what it is about them, but they like catch the tractor. It is super annoying. See right there, it doesn't, you know, you wouldn't think there'd be a collision there, but there is a collision there. I don't know if that's, I don't think that's the fault of the tractor. I think that's the fault of the map. Because this isn't the only tractor that I've had that with, the Massey Ferguson as well. You get a little bit too close there, and it's I think the collision goes a little bit beyond the visible object or something. Kind of like those little horrendous bushes on Welker's farm. Those who remember those? Yeah, it's those horrendous little things. Ugh, terrible. Speaking of Welker's farm, by the way, for those of you who ask about that, I know I've been asked about that every now and then. As far as I know, someone is working on converting that map over for 19. So for those of you who like that map, it is supposedly going to be converted over. No, I don't necessarily plan on playing on it. We did a multiplayer series, and obviously we did the single-player challenge on it as well between myself and Thomas McConsole. So not that I have anything wrong with the map. It's just we've played that back in Farming Simulator 17. So. Let's see. Are you full over there? What did you do? Something tells me he just up and quit on us. I think that's what happened. Oh my goodness, hired worker, really? I might as well unload him while we're here, I guess. Yeah, I think he just decided to quit on us. I believe that is what happened. Not entirely sure why the angle of the field, maybe? Probably why. Although what's interesting with this particular combine here, everyone, this combine, he will stop on one side of an angled field, but not the other. So I suspect something with this mod is causing the issue. You know, I could throw a planter on this field, and the angle doesn't affect him. The planter will cover the entire field. And the planter actually, I think, is wider. Planter is actually wider than this combine, so kind of odd. what's your problem? 3? Well, that's, yeah, it looks like you might have been a little close to that tree. I think that's what the issue was. Good hired worker, not bending my sprayer around a tree. Anyway, everyone, looking at the time here, looks like it is time to wrap it up for this episode here. So, you folks have any comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. Also, don't forget to be sure to weigh in on the Strapgate controversy, where McConsole was caught cheating their last episode, loading his logs, essentially auto-loading them. And again, everyone, by auto-loading, we don't necessarily mean auto-loading them into the trailer, auto-loading of any sorts. So auto-loading them into log forks would be as equally against the rules as auto-loading them into the trailer. Which I guess I did auto-load a couple of them here this episode. I should probably, we'll cut down some extra trees to make up for it. That's what we can do. Again, just pointing out the fallacy of McConsole's own comments there. Fully, actually, no, I can leave this folded out, can't I? Because I'm just going to go to this field here. But yeah, pointing out the fallacies of McConsole's own comments there, where he says just using the mod to its fullest potential. Which I could argue then as well, if you're allowed to use the mod to its fullest potential, then I'm going to use my auto-loading log trailer to its fullest potential. Because, I mean, why not, right? Using it to its fullest potential. Let's see what's here. I don't think there's any other fields that need to be limed yet. Is there? 9 doesn't. Nope. Okay, we should be good. So yes, again, everyone, make sure you don't forget to check out Thomas McConsole's channel. Again, the whole, legal mumbo-jumbo, won't bother repeating that here again. And as always, everyone, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time.